Mary had a little lamb.
We believe that all men are created equal.
To the magnificent mosaic that is America.
From radio beacon to radio beacon. I have a dream today. Change has come to America.
Believe me. Help is on the way.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
It's a figment of your imagination.
Randi Rhodes Show.
Turn up your mind.
With the clock ticking, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy facing increasing pressure to unite his party and avert a government shutdown.
I don't think it's right that government shuts down, and that's why I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that doesn't happen.
But the rebellion within his own ranks leaves McCarthy in a perilous situation. Some even calling him a weak speaker, threatening to oust him.
Kevin McCarthy would never put anything above his own power and his own ambition. He's not just an ineffective leader, but a morally bankrupt one.
It's the biggest test for the speaker since the debt ceiling showdown, with members of his own caucus demanding deeper spending cuts and stricter border policies, both non-starters for the Democrats in the Senate.
Slapdash, because it's not a serious proposal for avoiding a shutdown.
The Republican proposal doesn't include any of the $24 billion the White House is requesting for Ukraine. McCarthy preparing to meet with Zelensky tomorrow, making no promises.
Will you commit to another round of funding for Ukraine?
Is Zelensky elected to Congress? Is he our president? I don't think I have to commit anything.
If the government does shut down, more than 4 million government workers could lose pay, including some military troops and members of law enforcement. Money would run out for disaster relief, and 10,000 children would lose access to Head Start. With time running out, some Republicans now begging the hard-right members of their party to reverse course.
We came here and we took an oath when the 118th Congress began to do the people's work and to govern. And right now, we have certain individuals holding that work hostage.
Yeah. That's the clown show that is the GOP. I mean, really, you're going to be like a cynical, sarcastic son of a bitch about Zelensky and whether or not the United States has a foreign policy that says that helping a democracy in Europe is a good thing for the United States against an adversary like Russia, who obviously is getting signaled to by Donald Trump and the GOP, right? And the signal is thus: hey, Vlad, just wait until 2024 and we'll give you all kinds of parts of Ukraine. We'll give you the Donetsk region. We'll give you Crimea. If we have to, we'll bomb Kiev. That's what we'll do because, we believe in you. We love you, man. This is a very sick, twisted clown show of a party. I called the homework today, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, because it is the inmates running the asylum. That is really where we're at now with, the self-governance experiment that we had going on here in this country. It's not really going well. It's not working. So here you have the Republican Party unable to do anything in the realm of governing. That's off limits. That's off base. That's something they're not interested, can't do it, don't want it, can't have it, Sally, not committed to. What they can do, though, is badger people. What they can do is bully people. What they can do is performance art. That's what we were treated to all freaking morning. You may notice I did not get my hair blown out today. No, I did not. Do you know why my hair is all greasy? You know why it's a greasy, disgusting mess? Because I had to actually sit there and watch, like with my jaw on the floor, them question a guy who should be on the Supreme Court, who is now the Attorney General of the United States, Merrick Garland, question him. They didn't question him. They badgered him. They bullied him. They literally made statements and testified about what they want the evidence to show or what they believe is going on. Conspiracy theories they asked him about. They asked him about Catholic terrorists. I mean, you couldn't believe like the crap that was flying out of their faces. And the reason why that crap flies out of their faces in that manner at that velocity is because all they do, it ain't governing, is fundraise. Yes. So what am I talking about? Well, let me just make it very simple for you. The more outrageous, the more bad. All I'm saying, his girlfriend took the gun away and threw it in the trash. Do you know what I'm saying? And so today, that question, listen, this is what they said to Merrick Garland. Okay, because Merrick Garland cannot comment on Mr. Weiss's, he's the special prosecutor that's prosecuting Hunter Biden. He can't comment on it because it's still an ongoing, thing, right? So they kept asking him. They were badgering him. They were just bullying him. They were screaming at him. They were yelling at him. I never. It was just like the most amazingly disgusting thing. What number did you make this? I don't know. I'm gonna guess this one.
I've not intruded. I've not interfered. I've not tried to find out what he knows.
It's like you're looking the other way on purpose because everybody knows this stuff's happening. And you know what? People don't pay bribes to not get something in return.
What bribe?
Right? The China initiative resulted in the convictions of a Harvard professor, of someone at Monsanto. So we were working against the Chinese. They paid the Bidens, and now you're sitting here telling me that North Korea is the big threat. I got to get to this one thing on January 6th. So did the FBI lose count of the number of paid informants on January 6th?
Let me answer your question about China.
I want you to answer this question. I only get 5 minutes. You've already sort of, I think, screwed the pooch on China. So January 6th, did you lose count of the number of federal assets? Did you lose count and order an audit?
Gentleman's time has expired.
I get an answer to the question of did they lose count?
No, let him answer the question.
The time has expired. The Attorney General can respond.
China is the most aggressive, most dangerous adversary that the United States faces, and we are doing everything within our power to rebut that, to stop that, to prevent their invasions, both kinetic, and through cyberspace. And we will continue to do
If someone gave that answer in your courtrume when you were a judge, you would tell them they were being non-responsive, and you would direct them to answer the question.
Point of order, Your Honor.
Time is
badgering the witness.
Badgering the witness. Hello.
I guess I'm just wondering, Mr. Attorney General, has anyone at the department told President Biden to knock it off with Hunter? I mean, you guys are charging Hunter Biden on some crimes, investigating him on others. You've got the president bringing Hunter Biden around to state dinners. Has anyone told him to knock it off?
Our job in the Justice Department is to pursue our cases without reference to what's happening in the outside world.
Just yes or no. Have you done that?
That is what we do.
So it's a no?
No one that I know of has spoken to the White House about the Hunter Biden case.
I'm wondering then. Okay, I got it. So Hunter Biden is selling art to pay for his $15,000 a month rent in Malibu. How can you guarantee that the people buying that art aren't doing so to gain favor with the president?
Oh, my God.
Job of the Justice Department is to investigate criminal allegations.
It just went around and around and around and around and around like that. I mean, how could you guarantee me that, Jared Kushner deserved to have a security clearance, which, then a day after he leaves gets $2 billion from the Saudis? Don't have time to listen to the live show? Want to hear more on your schedule? Go to RandiRhodes.com and buy a stinking podcast.